Thank you for joining us again as we stop off at Yosemite National Park for a few days before heading north towards the US-Canada border. As soon as we entered the park, we were struck with the beauty of some of the most famous landmarks. We had arrived a little too early to check into our campsite, and so we parked up and took the 1-hour round hike to Mirror Lake. This is considered an easy to moderate hike, being only 3.2 kilometers to the lake and back, or if you wanted to go around the whole lake, it's an 8-kilometer loop. The transport at Yosemite was easy, as most trailheads started at the shuttle stops through the valley, which was actually free to use. So after the hike to Mirror Lake, we hopped on and visited the Welcome Center, which is located in Yosemite Village. There was lots of history and lots to learn, with many interactive boards for the children and adults. We do recommend visiting here at the start of the trip to learn more, before you start exploring by foot. Next door to here is the museum, which explores the cultural history of Yosemite Indians. There's demonstrations of stone tool making, basket weaving, and much more, before heading into the Indian village. The Yosemite Cemetery is a quiet and peaceful area of the park, which is the final resting place of many Yosemite's early residents who would have spent their entire lives here, as well as some who are unknown visitors. Some names who later rest here include Forrest S. Townsley, Yosemite's first chief ranger, George Anderson, the first person to summit the Half Dome in 1875, and even Lucy Brown, one of the last American Indian survivors of the Mariposa Battalion's 1851 raids of Yosemite Valley, who was well over 100 when she passed. We set on foot through the valley to go and see Upper and Lower Yosemite Falls. There are lots of different viewpoints to see the falls, but by far this was definitely our favourite. A walk through the meadows gave us some spectacular views of the mountains surrounding us, including the Half Dome and an unexpected guest. This is a coyote, I believe. After our first day of exploring, it was then time to check into the campground for the night. We were staying at Upper Pines, which was surrounded by the beautiful rock formations. The next morning we set off to see some waterfalls, and there was plenty to see along the way too. There's plenty of trails to choose from, but if you do have a specific one in mind, remember to check if the trail is open, as some are closed during the colder months as the snowfall in the high elevations deems them dangerous. How are you feeling, Val? How are you feeling? Opposite to me. Nearly there. Switchback after switchback. But we're up high. What is this stuff? Hey? More of the white stuff. Wow. Look at that. Woo. Not even at the top yet. Incredible. Made it.
Oh, yeah. So that's we come up around here. Bloody hell, we might even come that way at all.
Where we come from?
We'll come down here, and then come up this way. And we're like here, I think.
Oh.
Come on.
Our next stop along Mist Trail was to get down here to Vernal Falls. So this is the way down alongside the falls. If you prefer to stay dry and don't really want the steps that you see here, you can go back the way you came. But I will say we did go down the steps and it gave us some spectacular views of the falls. After the wet steps, we were eventually back in the sunshine to dry off from the mist. With plenty of things to see along the way, we made our way back down to the valley. We then got the shuttle to take us back to near the village. Yeah, Green Route does all of them. Green Route does all of them. It was soon time to get back to the campsite and relax for the night. On our final day, we hauled out of the campsite and took the morning to walk around the lower part of the valley, looking for falls and trails that are less known. There somewhere. So here, we were actually trying to find Bridalveil Falls, but somehow we just found that we just kept walking and walking and walking a bit more.
Where's the car park?
So this is the car park that you can park in. But if you're following the one-way route, then it doesn't take you to here. You have to exit the park. This is as you come into the park. So you're best off when you enter Yosemite, stopping here for Bridalveil Falls. So that was the way we came from. We need to go this way. Can hear the water. Seeing as we walked so far to get here, instead of just parking in the car park for it, seeing it from this view wasn't enough, so I took to the rocks and walked further in. Ah, this is better. go. And we're back out. So as we had not parked in the car park, the challenge now was to find our rig, so we carefully followed the road back to be sure to keep an eye on traffic and all the banks and wildlife. There she is. We thought we lost you. We're here. So now it was time to get back in the rig and head out of the park. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got it.
Close space inside, inside.
Okay, bye. For the next part of the video, this is the route that we took from Yosemite up to the Canadian border, along with some stops on the way. After exiting the park and stopping for some lunch with a view, we continued to drive down the mountains over Lake Tulloch. We then found a spot to stay for the night. But that was not the end of the journey. We had one more main stop before we headed back over the border to Canada. And as road tripping goes, if you see something you want to see on the side of the road, then you stop and explore, like these caves for example. So further down this road, we were stuck in traffic, and I thought it would be a great idea to get out of the truck and go inside the trailer, grab some lunch, use the bathroom, but then the traffic started moving. Luckily, not long after, we actually arrived at the cutest Bavarian-themed town called Leavenworth. It was full of architecture, cute shops and bakeries. Surrounded by the snowy mountains, this town felt like something out of a film. And if you get a chance, I recommend you go to the Danish bakery. It had the nicest pastries and really good coffee. So now it really was time to head back to the Canadian border. We had such an amazing time seeing Yosemite as well as our journey leading up to it, and we hope that you enjoyed this journey as much as we did. A big thank you to everyone who's been following our RV series so far. And remember, all interaction with our channel helps, so if you enjoyed it, give us a like, comment, and share with your friends and family if you think they'd like it too. Join us next time as we explore somewhere a little different from North America, as we spend a few days exploring Ireland and then Iceland before starting our next big adventure. So for now, peace out from two Brits in one box.